channel. Guys, I'm getting inundated with swap questions, and you know, rightfully so, because we do a lot of them. But today I'm gonna drop a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news regarding the swaps. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's kind of dive into, we'll just do a top 5 the best new parts for coyote swaps. Some are older, some are newer, but we'll start at number 5, and that is the Stifler's crossmember. You got to have a Stifler's crossmember. The reason you need that is because you're not going to be running the same transmission that you're running behind your push rod, if you're swapping from push rod, or even modular, really, depending on your year and model. So here's the thing: if you want to run a 6R80 or a 10R80, you need a Stifler's crossmember. If you're going to run a T56, a 3650, a TKX, any one of those, you're going to need a Stifler's crossmember. So that's number 5. Definitely go ahead and buy your Stifler's crossmember for whatever trans you're going to run. All right, new part number 4 is the Fat Head Garage AC kit. Guys, if you remember my car, all my AC junk, including the dryer, was all right here. Now, it still looked really clean, but the Fat Head Garage kit totally changes the game. As you can see, you got these 2 lines that goes straight into the fender, and everything else right here is clean. The reason why is because it's all in there. Very well engineered kit. Everything hidden and made to be hidden. That's a very good thing, and it keeps you from having to do like we used to do back in the day, which was buy all 99 to 04 Mustang AC lines, which was how my car was built. Number 4, Fat Head Garage AC kit. All right, so the number 3 part that you definitely need on your coyote swap is the LMR PCM coyote swap bracket. As you can see, we've kind of done a few different things as far as where we've put the PCMs and stuff like that. Just kind of rigged it up the best we could. We've done it up here before. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but the LMR bracket gives a nice sturdy place out of the way. It sits right up here, and you know, everything bolts together, and it kind of gives it a more finished and polished look. Number 3, LMR PCM bracket. All right, boys, number 2, and these aren't necessarily swap. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Swap specific, but the contour fans, and LMR actually sells a kit with the pigtails mounting a overflow tank, as you can see right there. And these being an OE style fan, they're a lot less prone to failure than, you know, some of the aftermarket kits. Just in our experience, I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but for space, as you can see, for the cooling you need, whether you're boosted or not, and you know, for something that's somewhat plug and play, a lot more OE style, the contour fan kit from LMR is a winner. Got them on my car, as you can see. They're on this car. They just work. You can look at a million different options, but at the end of the day, these really do work the best. All right, boys, and number 1 must have, essential part for a coyote swap, now that means if you're running Hydro Boost, is the LMR Hydro Boost line kit. can see tucked way up in there. Eliminates all of this. And again, if you remember my car, all of my Hydro Boost lines, which again we sourced from a 99-04 Mustang GT, were right here. So the LMR kit, kind of like the Fathead Garage kit, goes off in the fender well, leaving all this area clean. I 100% recommend getting that LMR Hydro Boost line kit. Gets everything out of the way, keeps your engine bay clean, everything works, screws into your Hydro Boost. It is a game changer kit. I definitely highly recommend you grab one. All right, so some of the bad news right here. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so one of the biggest issues of all time that has pretty much always existed with the swaps is your header KMember relationship. If you're just kind of getting into it, your KMember has to be compatible with your headers, and that's always been an issue. All right, so here we go. Did some homework for you guys, so let's kind of go down the list here. We'll start with Cooks. You got 1 3/4 and 1 7/8 available. Definitely go 1 7/8 if you can. KMember, Maximum Motorsports only. Let's see, fitment. The auto fitment is good. The fitment with the manual is not great. Basically, the driver's side collector will point directly at where you mount the your Stifler's cross member. So not so great there. You can massage them, do some bending, which we have, but not so great there. Excuse me. Pricing, $1,530 for the manual, $1,595 for the auto. Prices are going to vary where you go. So yes, auto and manual compatible. Down to BBK, you have one size, 1 3/4, 1 KMember Maximum Motorsport. Fit is good. Price, pretty good, $699. You cannot run this with an auto, any kind of auto, but basically any manual trans. So decent option for the manual trans. American Racing, both sizes, 1 3/4, 1 7/8. Again, Maximum Motorsport KMember. Fitment has been good from what we've seen. Top price point at $1,600. They are not compatible with any automatic transmission. Manual, yes. All right. Ultimate headers, 1 7/8 only. UPR KMember. The fitment, we installed an early set several years ago. I'm not sure if they made some changes. The fitment was kind of questionable at that point. I'm sure they've made some tweaks here and there, I hope. And they're a little better. Price point for the auto, $1,399, $1,249 for the manual. So yes, you can fit auto or manual. Again, guys, these prices are going to vary somewhat throughout different retailers. So best thing I can recommend is just get on Google, do some searching. This company I've never heard of, Speed Engineering, but it did pop up in my research. They have 1 7/8 only. They are designed for Maximum Motorsports KMember. The fit, I can't comment on them. Never touched a set, so can't really tell you. But right here, $399. They say they're stainless. I will reach out to them and see if we can't get our hands on some. They say they are auto and manual compatible, so definitely a good thing there. Last and final note, Hooker Blackheart. I reached out to my contact, Alex, at Holly, and the reason I reached out is they're not on the website anymore. I did find some retailers. LMR still has some in stock, so that's kind of unfortunate that I guess they're discontinuing them. I'm not sure, but there are still some sets out there you might be able to find. One quick note, you do have to run their specific motor mount with these headers. There's no getting around that, I promise you. We tried. So quick note on those, but they're also compatible with Maximum Motorsports AG Team Z. Fitment was good from the installs we've done, but unfortunately they're not available. Pricing, pretty damn good. 1149 auto and manual compatible. If you can find a set and the motor mounts, I'd probably scoop those up. All right, boys, so I hope that helps. Like I said, I can't physically answer every single question and DM and email and all that. So I do these videos just to kind of cover all the bases. You got to do your homework. Swaps are complicated. Everything's not going to just row together perfectly, so you need to be prepared for that. You're going to have to do a little tweaking, bending, modifying, whatever. That is swap life. Just goes with the territory. Do your homework before you buy any parts. Put yourself a list together and just kind of roll from there. But again, guys, I hope that helps. If you enjoyed this one and gave you value, big thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one.